You know, when you think about music, you probably think about entertainment, right? Art, the soundtrack to our lives. But what happens when it's used for something, well, something much darker? What if a song is actually engineered to be a weapon in a real, violent conflict? And that really brings us to the core question we're digging into today. Can a song actually be considered an act of terrorism? It's a huge question, and honestly, the case study we're about to explore really forces you to confront it head on. So, to get our heads around all this, we're going to break it down. First, we'll look at the artist and the serious accusations against him. Then, we're going to dissect what a so-called cartel anthem actually is. After that, we'll zero in on the specific group that gets glorified, the troop from hell. And finally, we'll pull back to see the bigger picture, this whole battle for the narrative. Okay, so let's jump in with this idea of music as a weapon. And look, we're not just talking about old school protest songs here. This is something different. This is about a new kind of propaganda, one that uses modern music to fight a very, very old kind of war.
So, who is at the center of all of this? This brings us to the artist and the accusation. The whole story revolves around a musician who goes by the name El Makabelico. And according to the source material we're looking at, he's not just some singer. He's allegedly something far more sinister.
Right off the bat, the first claim, well, it doesn't pull any punches. It's direct. El Makabelico is involved with the terrorist group Cartel Del Noreste. We're not talking about a casual link here. This is an allegation of direct, active involvement. And it doesn't stop there. The way they describe the artist himself is just as blunt. The source flat out calls him a criminal and a terrorist. There's absolutely no gray area in their assessment. And here's where it all connects. The accusation hones in on the music itself, claiming it is propaganda for the terrorist group Cartel del Noreste. So, the idea here is that the music isn't just reflecting violence, it's being used as a tool of violence. Those are some pretty heavy claims, right? So what's the evidence? To figure that out, we have to go inside the song itself and see what's going on. Okay, let's get our hands dirty and dissect what a so-called cartel anthem actually sounds like. We're going to deconstruct one of El Makabelico's tracks, a song called El Topon del Diablo. First things first, that title. What exactly is a topon? Well, it's a slang term for a violent clash, a confrontation, a shootout. So right there, the title itself is setting the stage for conflict before you even hear the first note. And this song wastes absolutely no time. The opening lyrics, Se dio el topón, son los vergazos, translate to, the clash happened, they are the blows. Boom. Just like that, you, the listener, are dropped right into the middle of a battle. So who is this battle against? The lyrics are super explicit. La Marina del Gobierno, which means the government's Marines. The song is naming names, identifying the opponent as an elite Mexican military force. And then you get the song's real purpose. The line Arriba el Cartel del Noreste is basically a cheer. Long live the Northeast Cartel. This isn't subtle, it's an unmistakable shout-out, a declaration of allegiance that completely transforms the song from just a story about a battle into an anthem for a specific criminal organization. So, you see what's happening here? The song isn't just dropping names. It's carefully weaving a specific narrative, a story of a heroic victory, told completely from the cartel's point of view. And the song gets even more specific than that. It focuses its praise on a particular group within the cartel, the Troop from Hell, their infamous armed wing. Tropa del Infierno. I mean, just listen to that name. The name alone is an incredible piece of branding, right? It's designed to inspire fear and project this almost supernatural power. The song then goes to work building this entire mythology around the group. The lyrics say they ambushed the Marines, that they forced them into a panicked retreat, and successfully defended their territory. The song even ends with a special dedication to them, really cementing their legendary status. In this telling, the government didn't just lose a fight, they met the troop from hell. And the language the song uses to do this is just incredibly powerful and mocking. Take this line, salieron volando como pinches mariposas. That translates to, they flew away like fucking butterflies. Think about that. It's not just describing a retreat. It's a calculated insult designed to humiliate and demoralize a powerful enemy by painting them as weak and cowardly. So after breaking all of that down, it brings us to our final question. Why does any of this matter? what's the actual, real-world strategic purpose of a song like this? When you really look at it, the song operates like a propaganda playbook. Step 1. Glorify violence, turning a nasty firefight into some heroic victory. Step 2. Build a mythology, creating this fearsome legend around the Tropa del Infierno. Step 3. Intimidate your rivals by showing elite government forces being easily defeated. And step 4. Reinforce identity. It's an anthem to boost morale and really to brand the cartel. And there's probably no line that captures the core message better than this one. Que por defender la plaza se rifaron el pellejo. For defending the territory, they risked their skins. This reframes the cartel's violence. It's not criminal anymore. It's a noble, necessary sacrifice. So, to bring it all back to where we started, the source material argues that this isn't just a song reflecting a violent reality. No, it's a calculated tool for branding, for recruitment, and for psychological warfare, designed to be every bit as effective as any bullet. And that leaves us with a final, pretty unsettling thought. In our world of social media, streaming, and instant global reach, where exactly does the battlefield even end?